Okay, so we're gonna talk about whether to classify someone that's in the employ of your church as a contractor or an employee. Get this question a lot, and it sounds simple at face value, but it's really not. The Internal Revenue Service has a test, and I think it's a 21-factor test that anyone can utilize to walk through each step and come out at the back end of it and make a determination about whether to classify somebody as an employee or a contractor. I think in more simple terms, most of our churches that have employees that are part-time or personnel that are part-time can pretty easily conclude whether somebody is an employee or contractor by some basic rules. If someone is working at the church and they are under the supervision of a church employee, they are being given specific hours to show up to work. They're being told what's expected, and they're being held accountable for those duties by someone at the local church. They probably should be treated as an employee, meaning that they should be paid via a payroll check and have Social Security withheld and matched by the local church if they're a lay person, have taxes withheld and remitted to the taxing authorities, both state and federal. If it is someone who is working on behalf of the church, and let's use as an example a housekeeper, someone who comes in and cleans the church, they bring their own supplies. They may come at 2 o'clock on Tuesday morning, or they may come on Thursday night between 8 and 10 to get the church cleaned up in advance of service on Sunday. They do everything pretty much according to their own plan and their own schedule. That person may be a contractor. The only caveat to that is if you're treating them as a contractor, they need to have evidence of insurance, and they need to understand by the church when they receive an accounts payable check for their services that taxes are not being withheld, FICA is not being withheld and matched. That needs to be very, very clear. Other clear examples would be, for example, if we had a paint contractor, somebody that is contracted by the church to come and do a specific job within a specific time frame with their own company, whether it was a sole proprietorship or an LLC or something else. That organization, that company, that contractor is a contractor by definition, and you wouldn't need to treat them as an employee. The safest approach when someone you don't know quite where they fall and you don't want to go through the 21-factor IRS test, the most conservative and safest approach from a tax compliance perspective is to treat that person as an employee, to withhold FICA, to match FICA, to withhold taxes, treat them as a part-time employee or full-time in the case of somebody who works 40 hours a week. While it may be expedient or seem expedient to treat people as contractors, it is not necessarily in compliance with IRS rules or even state of Georgia tax rules, so be careful about that. Understand this is a topic that seems simple. It's not simple. I'm going to link the 21-factor IRS test. I know that's exciting to everybody that's watching this video. But again, I am available by email or telephone if you want to walk through this for any individual case, and I'll be happy to discuss it with you. Thank you.